What if the noise isn't around you, but inside your head? What if the reason you can't sleep at night, the reason you can't focus during the day, or the reason you feel restless even in the most peaceful places isn't the world around you? What if the real noise is coming from your own mind? Imagine this. You're standing in the heart of a silent forest. The birds have stopped singing. The wind has paused. Everything is still, except your thoughts. Now, ask yourself, can I sit here alone with my own mind? This isn't just a story about silence. It's about the journey toward finding it. And like all great journeys, it begins not in the outside world, but inside a restless soul. Chapter 1. The Restless Mind. In a quiet village nestled among soft rolling hills, there lived a young man named Joe. He wasn't unhappy. He worked hard, he was healthy, and he had what many would call a good life. But Joe's mind never stopped. He replayed past mistakes. He worried about the future. Even during the most beautiful sunsets or calmest nights, his thoughts would race, clash, and loop endlessly. He tried everything: chopping wood, long walks, reading books, even sitting alone in silence, but peace never came. Joe didn't hate life. He just couldn't hear it over the noise in his head. One afternoon in the village square, he overheard a weathered traveler speak of a Zen master who lived alone at the top of a distant mountain. This master, it was said, could teach people how to quiet the storm inside. That same night, Joe packed a bag. He had to know. Chapter 2. The Journey Up. The path was hard. Joe faced sharp rocks, sudden weather changes, and exhaustion. But harder than the mountain was the war within. He doubted himself. He wanted to turn back. What if this is a waste of time? He thought again and again. Along the way, he met others. A merchant obsessed with gold who counted his coins every hour yet looked hollow. A warrior haunted by guilt, his armor spotless but his eyes heavy. Each of them was battling their own version of inner noise. And Joe began to see he wasn't alone. Everyone is fighting a war the world cannot hear. Chapter 3. The Master and the Water. At last, Joe reached the summit. The Zen master was exactly as described. Old, calm, seated in perfect stillness. He looked as though he had become part of the mountain itself. Joe bowed and pleaded, "Master, I cannot quiet my mind. I have tried everything. Please, teach me." The master said nothing, but gently gestured for Joe to follow. He led him to a stone courtyard where a large basin, filled to the brim with water, stood beside a much smaller bowl.